Hi, I have a new album I want to show you. This one took me quite a while to do because there's a lot of fussy cutting and additional things that I did to it. It's a pretty paper to do that with because there's so many different little things that you can cut out and pop up, or to just add flat to a page that makes it look really nice. So this is Graphic 45's Once Upon a Springtime collection, and it's they're newer papers, not the old. The newer papers are far more colorful. But on the front of these, I did do a little extra coloring on these, and I put, you can see this, the centers that I put on there was I don't know, some kind of black enamel something. I forget what it's called, or who it's made by for that matter, but anyway, I tried it on a flower that I didn't put on the front cover here, and I liked the way it looked, so I did it on all of them, with the exception of these smaller ones. I didn't do those because you have to have some place to put your hands. so I didn't do those. I did stickle this fairy and this one as well, a little bit on her wings and a little bit on her wings. And because the blue fairy, most of her wings were cut off, but yet I wanted some sparkle up here, I put it on her dress. So anyway, I thought it still looked good. So as I was saying, now I even added extra flowers in places where there weren't any on the original piece of paper. Like over here, this is a whole additional section in here, and oh, I hope I was showing you that. And down here, all of these up here, I cut those out and popped them up. So there's dimension. You can see that you know, they really stand out. And they make it look pretty, I think. So I hadn't done that in a while, and especially not on the cover of an album. She's popped, and because I think she was way up on the page somewhere. And I just cut her out, and I thought, you know, I'm going to put her there because she had the same colored dress. But the coloring that I used on these, just so that it would have additional color on for the front cover, I used my Prismacolors pencils. I think that's what they're called. And then I have a blending solution that I use and blend all that out. And and I even did her wings and a little bit on her dress also. So that's the front, and here is the spine. It's a dark brown burlap, and I put this on here. This is a fairy that I cut out, and she's encased in this well, I don't know what to call it. It was kind of like a locket, but this did open, but I didn't want it to continue to open because I put it on the spine. So I glued it shut. So so it should stay that way. Instead of putting a journaling area on the back, this is one of the pieces that I fussy cut out, and I treated both sides of the paper, and so it has a nice, it's got just a nice smooth feel to it. and it'll help it wear longer. You know, I thought with putting that back there, I want to make sure that that stayed nice and that nothing got ruffled up or anything. So let's go on into the inside. Show you these real quick. I had a lace trim that I've had for a while, and it matched these papers, these green, see there's a green layer under here, and then this green up at the top. It matched them just perfectly, I thought, and I you know, so I put that on there to you know, to add some extra pretty on it. I made you a little bow there with gold in the middle of it. I made you an epoxy piece here. I popped out some of those little flowers and made that epoxy piece there for you. Here is one of the, this was an older fairy from the other paper, the original paper colors, and I made her just into a mat for you, and black on the back. I don't think I have anything that's double-sided. I cut out these new, this is the new papers, all of these, and just put those in there. You might want to use those, you know, someplace different. It's all up to you. Okay, then on the first flip page, I made you, not made, but I used one of my big gold fairies on here, and she's sprinkling. I put just a slight bit of the diamond stickles down here, so that it looks like she's spreading her fairy dust. And a couple little flowers. I didn't want to put a lot of flowers on here because it would take away from the paper too much, I thought. These I did cut out, and I'm back to my black cardstock, and I glued those down. Here's a tag, matte, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that everything, because I made this over a course of days, so I don't believe that I double matted any of it. You have to have room to, you know, some albums allow that, room for that, and even though I have wide gussets in this album, I wanted you to be able to have plenty of room for your photos. So, and with these extra mats that I have, give you one more look at her while I'm talking, and I hope I had that so that you could see the, I wasn't watching what I was doing, but you know, I want you to have room, and then there's still room in this pocket that you could tuck other things, and I'll show you. I made a few additional things for you to you know, for journaling or photos or both. And then here's this page, and I made this mat. I like these flip-up pages, and then it turns, and then I made you a an epoxy piece there with using the bunnies, and used it as a center for these flowers. This is a double-layered Wild Orchid Crafts flowers. This, and then you got this here for photos. Now this, you can put a photo on the front of there, a journal, and then the inside, the two insides, and the back, I left those just plain. You can, that slips back into there, and is held with magnets. You can't, well, I'm going to show you. This is one of the extra things that I made. You could put this on there, or maybe on one of the inside pieces. And so I thought that was kind of sharp looking. I like that. I used my stamp sets, and so, you know, there's plenty of room here for do a little journaling, or you could cover it up with a photo if you wish. So I'll show you the rest of those later. Here is another blue fairy that I fussy cut, and I treated her. I did the same procedure on her, and these, I guess they're birds. I did the same thing to them. So I did it originally. My thought was to make them, you know, so that they're more sturdy, which they are. But it gives them a nice smooth finish too. So, and it's a matte finish. It's not anything glossy. I put a couple flowers down here and some multifaceted centers. I had a silver butterfly to put there because this is the butterfly paper. And here's a mat with bunnies. And this flips up, and I got more butterflies. And then down here, another mat. This is made with craft and black cardstock, and I like the looks of it. I think it really accents the papers well. I really love craft paper. And I had kind of gotten away from using it, and then I remembered how much I loved it and decided to start using some more of it again. So then here's another, let's see, I'm going to zoom down this way so I can show you that fairy. And the flowers. And then here's this, let me zoom out. This pulls out from up here at the top, and it's got 4 more places for photos. Or you can get those metallic pens or a gel pen, you know, and you can write on this black and it shows up really nice. This also is held with a magnet, or magnets. Now over here is another piece that I did that same procedure with on this, on the front and the back of it to make it good and sturdy. And I put 2 little silver fairies up here, and they're also sprinkling fairy dust. So I had some little tiny stickers, and I had that on there, and they just weren't quite tiny enough. So I took them off, and I put I used the stickles then instead. I think that made it look better. Here's a mat, and then this flips up. Here's another mat. Now these inside areas, because I couldn't put anything raised on there because I want this to lay flat against here, you can, this is a good place for photos or journaling also. So on the inside of each of those, you know, you still have more room for photos. Over here is zoom down to show you the little bunnies. And back out. Here's all of this. This is the signature from the signature sheet. Then here's this with 4 more spaces for photos or journaling. Like I said, you can slide something under the flowers there, because I did have to have glue in this lower left corner, but you know, there's still lots of room for, you know, your photos on these. Over here I have, here's another fussy cut bunny piece. Same treatment on it, front and back. And on her. And because this is where I decided to put the bunny cut out, fussy cut piece, I put 2 little gold bunnies down there, and a couple little flowers, and I had this little lacy piece that I've had for a good while. This was a Jolie's piece, I'm pretty sure, and I've had it forever. I'm down to 1 now, so anyway, I put that there. I kind of liked it, and it went tied in with the white flowers. I thought it was pretty. Here's a mat for this page. This flips up, and I have a different part of the signature sheet up here. Then here's a mat that matches that paper. And then here's a large area also for a photo. This, let me sound back in and down. Here's an epoxy piece that I made, and I put flowers. I punched out some flowers for it. This is held with magnets, and then it pulls out, and then you've got 4 places for photos. This side has fairy, and I treated her on both sides, and I made a die cut border. I think I had another die cut border back here. I failed to mention it, but I'm sure you saw it. That one with the 2 silver fairies. So because I wanted this piece, I went to so much trouble with it that I wanted it to show. So, and the same way with her, plus she has some kind of delicate edges and everything, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, that she was good and sturdy. I gave her a gold butterfly. Those are metal. These are metal pieces that I'm talking about down there. And then that flips up. I've got that. And this mat. And then it turns over. This pulls out. It's held with magnets. And I put a little fairy down there. And you got 4 places there. Then the back inside cover is, I did it the same as the front inside. I still had, you know, some of this lace left over, and I made a little lacy bow. And here's an epoxy piece with the flowers from the collection. Papers. Here are some more tags. And I backed her on black cardstock so that it just gives you an extra. So you got 5, let's see, 5 extra photo mats in each of these pockets back here, with room, plenty of room for your, you know, for your photos. And then you have, you know, all of these in here. I think I'm going to go back to this one. I happen to like those blue butterflies. So like I said, I made these so that they would fit, you know, like on a page this size. You could put it on the inside too if you wanted to. And then I have this fairy and the word believe, so you can see the little sparkly star. I mean, these aren't sparkle because it's stamped in black ink, but you can see that, you know, the fairy up here is blowing her fairy dust, and then there's fairy dust all around the word believe down below. Here is another mat with one of the signature fairies and the little bunny. It's so cute. Here's this is the blue fairy and the postage stamp and the word shine on there. Here's another fairy with some of her fairy dust and the word magic. And then here's that last fairy. And this is, you know, from on the signature page, this image appears, and down here's the word sparkle. So, and there are 6 of these. So I have those to go with it. I'll have this on eBay tonight. I hope you can stop in and take a look and at the video. I mean, well, this video, and the still photos, which will show the colors more true, because it's a mystery. I think I've just about given up trying to figure out how to get my colors to come out right with this video camera. So, hope to see you there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.